What's up, friends? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Drive Time with Smashby. Today, we are going to talk about gym dogs. Now, I've never owned a gym. However, I've worked at gyms that have had every single imaginable policy when it comes to allowing pets of members in the gym. I've worked at or trained at gyms that are absolutely no dogs. I've worked at gyms where the owners and coaches' dogs are allowed to be there. I've worked and trained at gyms where it's an absolute free-for-all. Anyone can bring their dogs. So as someone who's never been an owner, let me preface this whole thing by saying I've never had skin in the game in terms of having to deal with negative consequences of my policies as an owner. So I am armchair quarterbacking this entire perspective, this entire discussion. So that said, let's talk about a couple of things. Number one, it's awesome if you have an amazing dog. I probably think your dog is amazing too, but there are so many factors that go into whether or not I think dogs should be allowed in a gym that sometimes the cons can highly, highly outweigh the pros. What are the pros? Your adorable little fur baby gets to come to the gym with you, make friends with your friends, make friends with other dogs, and everyone is happy. What are the cons of your dog getting in? Well, one of the main ones is he or she bites a human being. Now, if you're a gym owner and one of your members' dogs bites another member, I am not a lawyer, but I can guess that things start to look pretty ugly. If you're a gym owner and one of your members' dogs bites you, then what do? Again, these are situations I wouldn't want to put myself in the first place. That's the safety issue from human to dog. What about if your dog, who's usually great with other dogs, gets into a fight with someone else's dog? Whose fault was it? Who covers the medical bills if the dogs get into a fight and hurt each other? Again, what a headache. Dogs against other dogs, you don't know the history. I've also seen people walk up to dogs and start treating them like a stuffed animal. I don't know about you, but the thought of a stranger walking up to me and grabbing my face and pinching my fur and rubbing me doesn't sound very good. And I can communicate that with humans. Dogs can't. So just because a dog is really, really cute doesn't mean that you, a person who may not have ever seen this dog before, should just walk up to it and start cuddling because they're adorable. You need to let dogs acclimate to their environment, acclimate to new people, and really the school of thought that I come from is you should just kind of live and survive and let dogs approach you. Another thing, distractions. If a dog's in a gym barking incessantly, distracting members, annoying members, what's that going to do to your clientele? If a dog is in the gym doing its business inside of the gym, just outside of the gym, what's that going to do to the cleanliness of your facility and the mindset of your membership? If your dog is on a leash running around the gym, having the leash clip people, if the dog goes through bags that members left out with snacks and foods and things dogs shouldn't eat, whose fault is that? If the dog is not on a leash running through the gym while people are trying to work out, think about the liability there. Can you see that I'm pretty passionate about this? There's so much content that goes into whether or not dogs should be allowed there. And at the end of the day, I just think people, both members and owners, should think about that. The best case scenario is everyone's happy, but there are so many other scenarios where one thing can go wrong and it can lead to some pretty major issues. As a dog owner, if you take your dog to the gym, I'm in the school of thought that you are 100% responsible for every single action your dog takes. If your dog doesn't eat food in the house that isn't given to them, but they eat food in the gym, it doesn't matter. If your dog is barking and you're in the middle of a workout, I think you need to stop your workout. It's just about the awareness of realizing that we are one person in the gym with lots of other people, and unless you can keep your beast completely contained, I think all people should second guess bring them into the gym. My 2 cents. What are your thoughts? I know this is a very, very hot topic for a lot of people. And Let me end again by saying I don't own a gym. I've never had to deal with these consequences or repercussions. I've never had the pressure put on me to make these decisions. At the end of the day, all I know is I love dogs. I wish everyone could bring their dogs, but I wish that their dogs would also be neat, quiet and calm, out of the way, and respectful to other humans, other dogs, and people's property. That unfortunately doesn't always happen. Happy Hump Day! Woo!